Hello, I'm Fiona Graham, Editorial Director at Light Reading. I'm here in London in our studios, and with me virtually is Nicklas Spangberg from Ericsson. He's at Ericsson Stockholm HQ, obviously because of the pandemic, which makes today's topic really timely. We're going to be talking about mission-critical communications and mobile broadband for public safety. So, Nicklas, can you tell me a little bit about how this is implemented at the moment?
Hi, Fiona. Today it's implemented in a niche market with dedicated network, mainly built for providing mission-critical voice services. And I can say the data speed provided by this kind of network today is under 5 kilobits. So it's no broadband, no data at all. The end users using this kind of network, they can only communicate in groups using voice communication, and they have a great need to move on to this broadband applications to really make them more effective in their work.
And what do we mean when we say when we talk about mobile broadband for public safety? What does that actually mean?
Mobile broadband is what you and me have in the smartphone, but for this specific customer, the public safety is about mission critical, meaning that it must work in all circumstances. It cannot be that we have a huge crowd and it stop working. This kind of features, functionality must always work with high security, high availability in all 24/7 of the week. So this is like our mobile broadband we have, but with a different set of requirements, I would say.
And what are the problems that you're seeing with this kind of implementation, and how is Ericsson trying to solve them?
So the communication service provider are Ericsson's customer today, and they will play a key role in implementing, delivering this kind of services. So Ericsson will support all the way from standardization to development and implementation in our product, and focusing on the end-to-end to achieve these mission-critical solutions. And yeah.
So, I mean, is this a niche solution? Is this multi-vendor? I mean, how are you approaching this?
Yes, and that is very important. So coming from this niche market with limited competition, limited ecosystem, and all now have agreed that this next generation public safety will be built on 3GPP products driven by the commercial market, enhanced, and by that having more multi-vendor, better prices, better competition, and more products. So it will be driven the same way as current 3GPP products. Yes.
And are there cost savings involved with this?
Yes, it will. So when you put something out in the interoperability, you have multi-vendor, more competition, and by that the cost will also go down. So it's a win-win, I would say. They will have more better solutions for lower cost.
And what technology is this built on? I mean, is this a 5G solution yet, or are we talking about 4G and LTE?
Yes. So to start with, it will be based on LTE, standardized LTE 3GPP, enhanced with some specific features to make it more robust, high security, and more resilience, and so on, in order to deliver this mission critical end-to-end. And later on, we see that moving to 5G will happen. A lot of talk of that already. So it will follow the path of the consumer network.
I mean, this is great in theory, but how are you seeing this play out in real life?
I would say that that's already happening now. The first lighthouse customer we have in Europe, for example, Home Office in UK, Alice Vercott in US, FirstNet, where Ericsson have direct or indirect part of all deliveries. And all of these first lighthouse customer, they really highlight and deliver new use cases which help the public safety man and woman to become more effective in doing their work. So we are just in the beginning of a new way of delivering use cases to support this kind of people. Yeah.
And if you're talking to someone on the street, your ordinary person, why does this matter? Why is this important?
I would say this matters for all of the society. I mean, it's life and property they protect for all of us. So if they can become more effective in doing this, it is a benefit for all of society. And if they can do this with less money, it will save tax money, and it will be benefit for all of society, for all of us, I would say.
And can you tell us a little bit about some examples of this technology in action? How is it being used?
Yes. So today it's voice only. I think from day one we will see a lot of multimedia, video and data, but also a little bit more advanced use cases like using ER on drones to detect the fires in the wood. One area also that we see rapid development is in the e-health, sharing data directly from the ambulance with the hospital in order to have better care when the patient arrives is one other area. So there are a lot of areas, a lot of new use cases that we see. And there are already also discussion of this even more advanced 5G use cases with AR, VR, and edge compute moving out applications from the central out in the scene of the accident, for example.
And I mean, looking forward, ultimately, where do you see this going?
I would say that our lighthouse customer have already made up the plans when they will dismantle these niche solutions and move and migrate to this next generation public safety. And almost all countries are speaking about this next generation system now. So I would say that this is happening now. It's not a vision anymore, it's a reality.
Much, Nicklas. It's interesting to talk about technology that is genuinely making a difference at the moment, and there's a lot to think about. That's it from me here in London. Thank you for talking to us today, and goodbye.
Thank you.